because in spite of everything that I've gone through, all my failures, all my mistakes, I did a lot of things out of, I did not know then what I know right now. So when I see that, I feel like there's some people, of course, they call it out all the time because they just want to tease me and remind me, we still know what you did. But I'm like, excuse me, that is who I was. It's not who I am.
Come on.
So you better respect
Mr. Pest, clap your hands.
You know? You know? So I'm like, my story, my life is not a pretty picture. It's not something I like to sit down and I'm like, but then, you know, I did ABCD, I wouldn't do that. But then again, I'm required to do that because there are people in this generation, young people, who are doing the same things. They just don't know what will happen in maybe a few months, a few years. They do not know the consequences ahead. So I tell people this, my ministry, what I do, I don't do it for everyone. I'm not called to everyone, but I'm called to the few people who've lost hope. I'm called to the few young ladies who are confused about what they're doing. They don't like their current situation. They don't like what their past is looking like. And they feel stuck because of the labels people are put on them. So for me, I'm just telling them, you know what? I've been put on labels. I've been shamed. I'm always being insulted. But in spite of it, I'm still here. So that's why I do what I do so passionately. You know, I've lost out on a lot of things. And I'm like, you know, there's nothing in this earth that I can lose that God cannot give me.
Have you lost, like, in terms of monetary value?
Sana.
What is the biggest deal you've lost? How much was it?
Sana, it was in millions and it was alcohol. And it was just before I decided to completely, you know, be 100 with doing ministry and serving. And I'm not a pastor. I tell people I'm not a pastor. I'm not ordained. I don't know what. I call it ministry because when I speak about how God has gotten me through all the nonsense I've done, I speak about, you know, my highs and my lows. You know, I always tell people I wouldn't have stopped drinking, smoking, and I wouldn't have healed because I had so much trauma from my past. And I wouldn't have become this version of me that goes to speak in schools, speak to people that I don't know, speak in institutions. People always DMing me, then like some people are older than me, but they're like, there's something about your story. There's something about something that God is doing through you that has touched me and changed me. So my shame has become the biggest thing about my ministry. And I want to just inspire young people to understand that, you know what? Yeah, you did it. So what?
Here we
called you that name. So what? You take it, you give it to God, He turns it around, it becomes a testimony and it becomes a purpose.
Let me ask, Push. I mean, those partying, this alcohol and all these things that, of course, the world brings as a package to entice you.
Yeah.
But my question would be, in particular, which was that hardest thing